Hi guys, and welcome to Bomb Anime.
It's your girl Ruka.
And Big Boy Sam here, bringing you our part 2 of Records of Ragnarok.
So of course episode 7 picked up from the Adam v Zeus fight. I actually liked Adam's backstory. I liked the change of the banishment. I actually enjoyed that. I thought it was really interesting. Also, the drawing of Eve would have suited Aphrodite better.
No, because again, she doesn't look like my type of what beauty should be. Yeah, so that fight was amazing. I really liked the backstory, as you said as well. The petty brigade that Adam belongs to, I want to be a part of, because me and him have sort of the same mentality when it came to that. The snake lied, the snake got his arms and his legs chopped off, and then Adam took his gal and left and was like, yo, boom, I'm done. And then he created his own world. And it's what's got me torn about this anime. It's part of the reason. His reasons for fighting wasn't what everyone thought it was, and it was love. And it was great, and it was emotive, and it moved people. It was really good, and it started making me like this anime a lot more.
I think Adam's backstory made him hot, because there is nothing hotter than a dude protecting his gal, protecting his family. Like, he just went in. And also I loved the whole fact that he was calling humanity his children. Like, yeah, that just made Adam hot.
Give me a second, let me go get your handkerchief. All jokes aside, I obviously didn't find him hot, but it was endearing, and like, it was very emotional, not to the point of tears or anything, but you kind of felt his fervor while he was explaining how everybody is his sons, you know, and it was great. I liked it. It was fantastic, and I liked that aspect of what Records of Ragnarok had been doing since the beginning. That aspect of going through the emotions, and hitting the key emotive points during each and every episode, I really do enjoy.
One thing that I didn't enjoy was the fact that Zeus's transformation took so long. Like, it took so long to do, and everyone was just sort of standing there. I know that we have this in anime a lot where, you know, someone is doing something and everybody sort of just stands still and lets them do it. But it had a different effect here just because everything is so damn slow in this anime. All the fights are slow, all the movements are slow, and this transformation just irritated me. I was just thinking, why wouldn't Adam just knock you out right here and now instead of waiting for this long ass transformation? Because the transformation was slow, it was painful, and Zeus also admitted that this transformation also took a lot out of his body, basically. So just end it, man. Like, it was just too long. Also, on top of that, all of Zeus's transformations are grotesque, and it matches his personality, so nothing wrong with that there.
I do want to make a point of the fact that Adam's powers weren't really fully explained, because he can copy moves, but does he keep the moves he's copied, or does he just copy the last move that he's been hit against? What is his actual power? Because reflection sounds great, but what is it exactly? Like, it wasn't clear enough for me, because if it was he kept the moves, then I think Zeus would have been battered. But if it's like he can only copy the last one, then all of Zeus's punches should have hit him, as well as him getting hit, as Zeus getting hit as well. So it was kind of confusing.
Let me help you out. They couldn't be bothered. They probably had deadlines that they had to meet, and they couldn't meet because, let's just show you this clip of how lazy the fight scenes were. Just look at the laziness. They haven't got time to also explain all the other things. They explained everything bit by bit, giving you information that I really didn't care about. To be honest, the only really backstories that I actually enjoyed watching was Adam's, Poseidon's. Theirs was the only two backstories that I really enjoyed. I thought that they didn't do well with Lubu's. I think that in the second half, they did a little bit better than they did in the first half. But at the same time, it was all rushed. They rushed the first half, they rushed the second half a little less, but it was just still not up to scratch. And why do they keep changing the backgrounds, right? The stage, why are you changing the stage when we barely see backgrounds anyway? You just show us a color background. Why are you changing the scenery? Like, you're just wasting everybody's time. You could have taken that time that you're doing changing the scenery to put it into something else, like the goddamn fights. That's what we came here for. That's what I came here for. Do you know, I'm gonna stop coming here for fights, because the last anime I came for fights for was God of High School, and do you know what?
So, Ruka, you're absolutely correct in the sense that the fights and the pacing was a real letdown, but I did enjoy the story. I thought the stories were good, even the unnecessary backstories. Could they have done better? Yes. They should have made the pacing better so that we were more engaged. But I think that they just checked off boxes. Let's hit this emotional point. Let's hit that emotional point. Let's try and give the audience this. And because it felt like a checklist going through it, I didn't feel connected to any character except for Adam.
This anime screams, we did not have enough time to make this anime. That's what it feels like. It feels like they just did not have enough time. They couldn't put the effort into moving any of the characters. They couldn't do it. They didn't have enough time to do anything. The whole thing looked like a presentation. I couldn't believe when I was looking through all of the shots where there are so many shots with two characters next to each other, but it's like a split screen, and just like half of the screen is one character, the other half of the screen is another character, and it was like almost all the way through the first half. They did it a little bit less in the second half, but they were still doing it. It's just really lazy. Like, they just didn't have any time. It made it stale, it made it boring, and then you're just using the voice actors to carry the whole thing. That's basically what you're doing. You're using the voice actors to try and carry the rest of the anime, because nothing else is going on. There's no movement. It looked like a storyboard.
The voice actors were good though. I give them that. I don't know if they were good because everything else was so bad, or they were actually good, and the fact that I have to question that is really sad. But again, I was here for the story. I really liked it. I thought the story was really good. I don't watch anime for the graphics. I watch it for the story, and yeah, I like the story, but I also watch it for how you tell the story. And Oli Brunhilde and Goal's interaction was good storytelling. Everything else was staged and stylized in a way that would make you switch off. But because this is a subject that I'm really interested in, like the mythology and the history and stuff like that, I think that's what carried me through. So I did enjoy the anime. Would it be in my top 5 ever? Never. It would never even touch it. It won't even come to my top 30.
It wouldn't even touch my top 100. Anyway, speaking of Gol, what was she on about when she was like, oh, Brunhilde really does intend to win after they won the first bout? Humanity, I mean. And I'm thinking, who, except for a psychopath, is going to risk the lives of themselves and all of their sisters to not intend to win?
Girl, do you think this is a game?
What is her problem? I actually really liked the last Valkyrie. I can't remember her name. The last
Christ.
Yes.
Christ, yeah.
Christ, who was just like, shut the up, Gol. Shut up.
She was raw saying what I was thinking the whole time, like.
Also, another thing that bothered me was the end of season, where they decided to have Jack the Ripper on behalf of humanity. I know that this probably happened in the manga as well, but why is Jack the Ripper here? How is he one of the 13 most notable human beings? He killed 5 back in the day when it wasn't even that hard to kill, and he killed one of the most marginalized areas of society where you can get away with killing them. Even today, you can really get away with prostitutes because law enforcement don't care about them. He's a coward. How is he one of the 13? Like, how did he make it up there? How did all of the other people that could have been picked from all of humanity since the beginning of time, and we've got flipping Jack the Ripper, the coward?
I can't even, I can't justify that. And what made it worse for me is that after the fight between Poseidon and Sasuke, or Kiroji, whichever name you want to use for him, after that fight, which was actually really, really good. Kojiro. Cheers. After that fight, which was really, really good story-wise, getting the backstory of Poseidon, getting the embodiment of all swordsmen through Kojiro, all of that, which culminated into the best part of the anime for me, because I'm not gonna lie, Poseidon was badass. Out of the 3 gods we've seen so far, he's not the one I wanted to lose. And after Kojiro as well, Kojiro came in, and I have to admit, this fight was epic. If it was made better with the graphics, it would have been a fight of all ages because these two banged. And then out of nowhere, yeah, by the way, Jack the Ripper versus Hercules. First of all, Hercules, what is Hercules doing there, fam? Because Hercules has no business being part of the 12 Olympians. And second of all, how racist for you to use Olympians only. I don't want to see no more Greek gods, mate. I don't. We have so many gods around the world and you're just using the westernized Greek gods. Get out of here, fam. This, sorry, I got heated. And then to top it off, Jack King Ripper, the Whitechapel murderer. This guy had his pickings. He could easily kill anyone with no CCTV, exactly. No forensics, no police searches, none of that stuff. And this guy is a champion of humanity.
I know.
Get the out of here. Look, I don't normally swear, so there's a lot of beefs coming my way, but literally, like from such a high, this was the high point of your whole show. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't even a bad high point. I can't compare it to Jujutsu Kaisen or something like that, I agree, but it wasn't terrible. Do you get what I mean? You did an okay, decent job, and then you brought it right down. Nah, you didn't make me excited to see season 2, and unfortunately, that's a fail for me. Now, did I like the season? On the whole, yeah, but again, that's my bias because I like this sort of subject. Did I like it for the anime? No.
I didn't understand because they had such a distaste towards Brunhilde, and they said to her that she was half god, half human, and they basically said she's beneath them, she's below them, and then they introduced Hercules as a half man, half god, but he's also one of the gods that you're sending out. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if they're like mistranslating what they were trying to say or what they wanted to say, and I can't say whether they're doing whatever because they're changing little things around. The person who Adam wanted to beef with was Zeus, and the creation story is different, and different things about Ragnarok, like everything is a little bit different. So I don't know if it's a mistranslation or if it was sexism or they just thought we weren't going to notice. I want to know why it's acceptable for Hercules but it isn't acceptable for Brunhilde or the rest of the Valkyries. Like, what's going on there?
No, you're right. Like, come on, man. Show some consistency in it.
It was consistently bad, so I guess they did show consistency. If this was a hot or not, no. If this was a hot or not, this would have been a waste of my goddamn time. No, it was already a waste of my time. I almost fell asleep. I actually caught myself nodding off. I don't know what episode, like episode 9 or 10, I don't know. Who gives a ish? I ended up nodding off, had to wake myself up, slap these cheeks.
Whoa. Phrase it, Ruka, phrase it. Like, I mean, it's skills if you can slap your own cheeks, though. I mean, like, whoa, okay. Bum, you said it, bum, not me.
I didn't mean it like that.
Bum, you're getting them cheeks slapped.
Okay, please.
Clapped.
Everybody, just don't listen. Don't listen.
Yeah, don't listen to you.
I meant my cheeks on my face, to wake myself up.
Okay.
I wish I hadn't watched this anime. It was terrible. It was terrible. I can't believe it. I can't believe how bad it was, considering all of the animes that we have had come out this year and last year. And then we get this.
Netflix, stop doing anime. I feel like I'm going to have to say this a few more times as this channel grows and grows. But please, for the love of God, stop doing anime. Give the money and then send them to Mappa or something. Do you get what I mean? White Fox, anyone. I don't care. Stop.
Guys, let us know what you think. I'm pretty sure that there are people out here that probably liked this anime, probably enjoyed it a lot, and probably don't share the same opinions as us. Leave it down in the comments. We actually love reading your comments.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Peace.